This is Anglia Tonight.
Our top story, joyous scenes as Norwich City are promoted to the Premier League.
Top flight, a hero's welcome home for the team who've completed back-to-back promotions.
Mellow yellow, how a night of tension turned to triumph for thousands of devoted supporters. Today, the players pay tribute.
Just thank you, just for supporting us, the way they have the season, and it's definitely for them, and it's just an amazing moment for everyone that's involved in the club.
So as Norwich prepare for life back in the big time, how they're already insisting they won't be a one-season wonder. Hello from Jonathan and from me. Welcome to the programme.
First tonight, it was the victory that cemented an incredible double achievement.
2 years ago to the day, a Norwich City defeat at Charlton plunged the club into the third tier of English football.
Well, last night, a win at Portsmouth confirmed back-to-back promotions, sending the Canaries into the Premier League to rub shoulders with some of the biggest and the richest clubs in the world.
In a moment, Donovan Blake takes us through a memorable night at Fratton Park. But first, Emma Baker's been soaking up the mood as the city celebrates.
Evening News, Eastern Daily Press, Norwich promoted.
Norwich market this morning, and it was green and yellow all the way. Because after 6 years away, the Canaries are back in the Premier League.
When Simeon scored, I was on my feet, jumping around the living room. Yes, we're in.
That is a white pashmina what I had, and I went on the market and got some green and yellow ribbon and stuck it on.
You must be pretty pleased.
I am so chuffed.
To go from rock bottom to, being up in the top flight after 2 seasons is just, it is dreams come true, basically.
The players flew into the city's airport at lunchtime, ready to bask in the glory of 2 successive promotions.
Last night, you're thinking, oh yeah, we're in the Premier League, but then this morning you wake up and you realise that, you're playing against Man United and Chelsea next season.
You have to take it, when it comes in and enjoy it, because, these don't really come along too often in your career, so, yeah, we're going to be enjoying it, definitely.
The fans are pivotal to the club. I've always said that no matter who's the manager at Norwich, and they've always feel that the fans are a special group that the players need.
As Simeon Jackson's winning goal hit the back of the net last night, 3,000 fans inside Portsmouth's Fratton Park were sent into raptures, along with tens of thousands more back in Norfolk. And thanks to the world of Twitter, Norwich's big night was shared across the globe, with famous fans including Jake Humphries, Ed Balls, and of course a rather nervous Stephen Fry. And speaking of Twitter, Norwich defender Russell Martin's state of undress during the post-match celebrations has gone viral across the network.
I didn't realise until this morning when I saw it on the telly, I didn't realise quite I'd managed to get myself in the picture like that. But I gave my shirt to my brothers on the pitch, which was great because they were there and really enjoyed the game. But somehow my shorts managed to get ripped off at some stage. And then the steward tried to block me getting into the change room. She thought I was a fan because I only had my pants on. So, but then when I came in, I didn't realise the cameras were rolling. So I just started celebrating the lads. And then when I finally realised they were rolling, I tried to take a little back seat, but I think it was too late.
It's less than 2 years since Paul Lambert, then manager of Colchester, inflicted that 7-1 defeat on a newly relegated Norwich, before joining the Canaries and turning them around. Now there's a call to grant him the freedom of the city.
He's done a fantastic job and he deserves to get every recognition he can possibly get.
And many are hoping the club's success will give the city's economy a welcome boost.
It's going to be big for the confidence of the city, good for the profile. It's going to bring us effectively marketing as a city that nobody could have afforded.
Of course, the whole team will be honoured at a civic reception, just as they were last year. As yet, no date's been set for that occasion, but there's no doubt the fans will be ready to recreate this moment all over again. Emma Baker, Anglia News, Norwich.
So less about the pants in the changing room. Just how big is that pot of gold awaiting Norwich when they reach the Premier League? Well, last year's accounts showed that the Canaries were £20.9 million in debt with a turnover of £17 million.
The club will now receive a £42 million windfall from the Premier League, taking turnover next season to anywhere between £60 million and £75 million.
Well, there's plenty of time for Norwich fans to take in all of those huge numbers, but for now, no doubt they'll just want to savour their team's achievement. Our sports correspondent Donovan Blake was at Fratton Park and takes us through a night to remember.
There it is, Norwich City! The moment Norwich City became a Premier League club again. Their fans have been in good voice all season, but the vocal reaction at Fratton Park last night reached new heights.
Yes! We're going up. That's all I have to say. We are Premiership. Paul Lambert is our king.
No one ever thought we could get 2 promotions in a row. Stockport to Old Trafford in 2 years. Who'd have thought it?
It was the culmination of a long day for Norwich supporters, from those who travelled from Carrow Road in mid-morning to those who watched developments in the pubs across the city, including the Whalebone. Their first focus, the game at Cardiff, where they were hoping for a Middlesbrough win. They couldn't have wished for a better outcome. Cardiff beaten 3-0. That delight was shared by the fans arriving at Portsmouth's ground. How are your nerves?
Good. Spot on. Yeah, we're there. I'm quite nervous, but we'll go up.
But Norwich still had to win to ensure promotion on the night. And how fitting that 2 of the players brought to the club by Paul Lambert last summer would combine for the deciding goal. David Fox and Simeon Jackson.
Unreal, unbelievable feeling. Don't think it's sank in yet. I don't think it'll sink in for a while, the actual achievement.
You can't put into words, you can't describe what it is from on the drawing rooms, a 7-1 and the manager coming in and turning it around and look at us now.
Amazing to think it was just a year ago when City celebrated winning the League One title on home soil.
So 6 years after losing their Premier League status, Norwich City are back in the top flight, achieving back-to-back promotions.
Dreamland. Supporters dreamland. But we'll tell you now, we're staying in this league. Biggest league in the world, and we're going to stay in it.
A statement which all Norwich supporters hope becomes fact in due course. For now, it's just savouring the moment. Donovan Blake, Anglia News, Portsmouth.
And if you head to our website right now, you can hear more from the players and their reactions fresh from last night's game. That is at itv.com/Anglia.